Solid win. Nothing too crazy. 114-106. Sixers beat the Hornets. It was a good game. It was an okay game, actually. Not good. Sixers win. Yeah, okay, cool. We're now 6-3 on the season. Should be 7-1. You know. But it's whatever, I guess, at this point. Sixers win, though. That's the main thing about this video. The Sixers won. They beat a bad team. They should have beaten them by more. But, it's whatever. A win is a win. A loss is a loss. 6-3 isn't bad. It should be better, though. It should be. Sixers, it looks like 114-106. It looks like we were in control the entire game. But we weren't. Now, in the first quarter, it was kind of back and forth. We took the lead late, and we held that on. Late during the second quarter, oh my God, Sixers lose the lead, and we go into the half down by 5. Now that is where I have a problem. No way should the Sixers ever be down to the Charlotte Hornets. It just shouldn't happen. They're not a good basketball team. We should have killed them. We were up by 20 points in the fourth quarter, but then they just went off. Like the Hornets, they're young players. P.J. Washington, Devontae Graham, Malik Monk. They were literally knocking down every shot, and that's why it was only an 8-point game. We had the game. It was our bench players was in. Jonah Bolden, Matisse Thybulle, those guys, they were in. So I'm not too mad about us letting up threes, but it should have never gotten that close to begin with. Joel Embiid only played 25 minutes. Had 18 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds. In my opinion, Joel Embiid should be playing longer. I understand the reason why he didn't play as long as he did, against better teams. Because it's Charlotte. I understand that. But you should still play the guy more. I mean, he's had 3 days off, 2 from suspension, 1 from rest. And we play Cleveland tomorrow, or Tuesday. We should have played him longer. Tobias Harris, 14 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Literally almost had the exact stat line as Al Horford. 15 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. Those guys just don't play their best brand of basketball when Joel Embiid's on the floor. And that's okay. I mean, feed the big man. He's the best center in the league. I mean, just feed him, and he'll go to work. But, I without Ben Simmons, it's obviously going to be a little bit harder to move the ball around than it normally is. Josh Richardson, 11 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. And Raul Neto, 9 points, 4 assists. Raul Neto really, he's earning his spot as a bench player. As the sixth man and as a backup point guard. He's earning his spot. And I really like the way he's playing. He can knock down threes. He's always hustling. He goes after loose balls. And he's not afraid to shoot. Now I know T.J. McConnell was like a fan favorite, and people are still wanting, if the Sixers win a championship while T.J.'s still playing, they want him to get a ring too. Same thing with Robert Covington and Dario Saric. Now my thing is with that, I think Raul Neto's better than T.J. McConnell. Honestly, I really do think he is. And I don't think I'm insane to say that. I love T.J. I have a T.J. jersey. But Raul Neto is a better player than T.J. McConnell. It's just as simple as that. I mean, he's a better shooter. He's better around the rim. Now Raul Neto doesn't have that pull-up fadeaway jump shot that T.J. had from the baseline. Like, I'm not saying he does, but he's a better three-point shooter. And in this day and age, you need three-pointers to fall in order to win basketball games. No, enough of the starters. The starters did what they did, and they were okay. The bench is something serious. And I love the bench play. I really do. Trey Burke, 12 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. Furkan, 17 points. The dude is 7 of 14 shooting. The dude is money right now. He has all the confidence in the world, and I'm happy. I'm happy he's proving me wrong. I want him to prove me wrong. I want Furkan to be a good basketball player. It's just, he's also proved me wrong on saying that he was a good basketball player last year and the year before that. But now, after saying he's a bad basketball player, he's better on defense, he's shooting the ball better, he has a quicker release, and he's a lot more confident than he was ever in the last 2 years. I'm liking the bench play from Furkan. He might get a little bit 2 minutes here and there, but, you know, we're 9 games into the season. We're going to work it out. Talk to me during game 25, and talk to me when our entire starting 5 plays 25 games together. Because we've only played, 5 games together? 3 games together? Something like that? And Scott and James Ennis also added 9 points off the bench each. With rebounds. 5 rebounds for Scott, 4 rebounds for Ennis. Now, it wasn't the prettiest win. And I said that before. It wasn't the prettiest win. It wasn't the best win. It wasn't the hardest team to beat. But you did what you had to do. You got the job done. And you won a game. We needed to win desperately. We were on a 3-game losing streak. We needed to get back on track. A home game is exactly what this team needed. They were away for 4 games. They barely lose They barely lose the 3 games that they lost. They lost by 2 points the most. 3 points because Denver hit 2 free throws at the end of the game. Okay, but yeah, I mean, we have a pretty easy stretch of games now. We have Cleveland tomorrow, Tuesday, the Knicks on Wednesday, OKC Friday, Cleveland Saturday or Sunday. They should be wins. They should be. And including this game versus Charlotte, they should definitely win them all. They should be 10-3 at the end of this stretch. OKC's the hardest team of the 5, and we already won 1. So, but OKC is obviously the hardest team. Chris Paul, he's still a solid basketball player. Steven Adams, Joel Embiid, obviously that's a good center matchup. And with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the kid is balling right now. He's playing really good basketball right now. And Hamidou Diallo, he's playing solid. Terrence Ferguson, they're good. They're an okay team, but it's also in OKC, and OKC's a tough place to play at. But we'll see. Again, next game, Tuesday versus Cleveland. We should win. Their best player is now Kevin Love. Their guard player, it's okay, with Colin Sexton and Darius Garland. But look, we're a better team. We have better players. And you can subtract Ben Simmons because he's not playing against Cleveland. I don't know if he'll play against the Knicks on Wednesday. And if that's the case, then we might not have Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons because it is a back-to-back. But, what can you say? Honestly. We're 6-3. You got to give your players rest, obviously. Maybe not all the time. Maybe not the Kawhi treatment and resting them every game, especially games that are prime time against Milwaukee. That's ridiculous to me. I don't know. But at least we play Cleveland at home, and then we're on the road again for 3 games. Love that. We haven't had we've only played 3 home games so far this season, 4 after tomorrow against Cleveland. That's crazy to me. I just don't like that. I want, obviously for me, I love watching the Sixers play, and I have season. I'm going to a lot of games, and I want to see them at home. I don't want to watch, as much as I like Mark and Alla, I'd rather watch them live at home. But that's just me. We're obviously going to have stretches where we're away, and we're obviously going to have stretches where we're home. But it's whatever. It's just a little frustrating right now, especially because this team is where they're at right now, and they should be in a better position, especially being 6-3. We should be 8-2, 7-1, or whatever. But it's whatever. 7-2, 8-1. But yeah, that's it for me. Sixers beat the Charlotte Hornets 114-106, improved to 6-3 on the season. Next game Tuesday versus Cleveland, 7:00 in the Wells Fargo Center. Gotta get a win here. Gotta beat up on these bad teams. That's it for me. I'm out. Peace.